Let us begin in a child's pose. With your arms stretched forward, straight in front of you, and your forehead resting on the mat. Slowly breathing in and breathing out. And from here, move up into a downward facing dog by rising into a tabletop position and lifting your hips up to the sky. Let your arms stretch out into the floor and your head hang down heavy. You're here for 3, 2, and 1. And now look up and bend your knees. Move your feet to the top of the mat where your hands are. And then let your body be on a forward fold. With your head hanging down, your knees bent slightly to support your body, and let your arms relax. You can let them grab your elbows and just swing side to side. Do whatever movement feels good to you. Now release your elbows and let your feet to touch. Slowly move up into a standing position with your arms stretched up into the sky, and then coming back into heart center. Move up your arms again up into the sky, into mountain pose, and then slowly roll down again into a forward fold. With your knees bending softly and your head just hanging down in front of you. Next is a halfway lift. Slide your hands on your knees with your back flat and parallel to the floor. And now, release your hands and step back into a high plank. From your high plank, let us chaturanga into the downward facing dog. Because this is for beginners, put your knees on the ground, shifting your body weight forward and bending your arms halfway until your elbows touch your body. With your upper body stretching up and only your hands and the tops of your feet are touching the ground. Now roll up into a downward facing dog with your hips high in the sky, and let's flow. And then from your downward facing dog, walk up into your hands, breathing into a halfway lift and out into a forward fold, and breathe in again into a standing position and then out into a forward fold. Breathe in again for another halfway lift, and then release your hands into the ground, moving into your plank position to chaturanga from upward facing dog to downward facing dog. And now let's do that again. From your downward facing dog, move up to your arms, and then breathe into a halfway lift and out into a forward fold. Breathing into a standing position and out into a forward fold. Now breathe in with another halfway lift and then release your arm to the ground and chaturanga from upward facing dog to downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, walk up into your hands. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale up into standing and exhale into a chair pose with your thighs strong and your hands up in the sky. We are sitting here for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Release into a forward fold. From here, chaturanga again, from upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Now in your downward facing dog, inhale and lift your right leg up, and exhale, moving your right leg to your right arm, touching your right elbow. Inhale your leg back up, and then exhale in moving your leg to your nose or your forehead.
Inhale your right leg up again, and exhale, moving your right leg to your left arm, touching your left elbow.
Inhale and lift your right leg up, and exhale, step it in between your arms, and then lift up into warrior 2 with your left foot on the mat and your arms stretch out on your sides. And now for extended side angle, put your right arm down or rest it on your knee and your left arm up. For 3, 2, 1, and now move into reverse warrior with your left arm touching your left thigh and your right arm now up to the sky. For 3, 2, and 1, and release. And chaturanga from upward facing dog to downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, now lift up your left leg up into the sky. Breathe in and breathe out, releasing your leg to touch your left elbow. Breathe in with your left leg up and out with your left leg touching your nose or your forehead. Left leg up and left leg to your right elbow. Left leg up and bring your left leg to step in between your hands. With your arms, rise up into warrior 2. With your arms stretched out on your side and your right foot on the ground. Release your left arm down or let it rest on your left knee with your right arm up to the sky. And now for reverse warrior. Let your right arm just graze the back of your right leg and your left arm lifting up, and release your arms on the floor and let your body rest on the floor. Back to where we started, in child's pose, with your forehead resting on the floor and your arms stretching out in front of you. Well done. I hope your body is stretched up and feeling good for this little yoga flow. Get better as you practice. Next time we are gonna do even better. We are still learning Karyn. Next time we are gonna do much better. Let me know if you like this practice. Also like this video and subscribe to my channel and stay blissful.